Welcome to Unlock Your Brain. Hey everyone, Fawad here, and let's face it, we've all been there. That awkward moment when you forget someone's name right after they've introduced themselves. I remember once in college, I spent hours cramming for an important history exam, only to blank out completely on half the dates and names. It was like my brain had decided to hit the snooze button at the worst possible time. That's when I realized that just putting in the time wasn't enough. I needed smarter, more effective ways to learn and remember information. So, if you're ready to unlock your brain's full potential and become a memory master, stick around because I've got 5 game-changing tips that will supercharge your learning. All right, let's kick things off with a technique that's as simple as it is effective: the link method. Now, the human brain is wired to remember stories and connections. We're natural-born storytellers, and that's where the link method comes in. Instead of trying to memorize isolated facts, we're going to weave them into a memorable narrative. Let's say you're trying to remember that the capital of France is Paris. Instead of just repeating Paris, Paris, Paris in your head, try this. Imagine yourself standing beneath the Eiffel Tower, munching on a delicious croissant, and saying bonjour to everyone who walks by. See what we did there? We've linked the fact, Paris being the capital of France, to a vivid, sensory-rich image. And trust me, the more senses you can involve, sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, the stronger that memory will become. So the next time you need to remember something new, get creative, have some fun with it, and watch your memory power soar. Next up, we're tapping into the power of visualization. Our brains are hardwired to process and remember visual information much more effectively than plain text. Think about it. You're more likely to remember the details of a movie you watched than a paragraph you read, right? So how do we use this to our advantage? It's all about creating vivid mental images of what you're trying to learn. Let's say you need to memorize a shopping list: milk, eggs, bread, and bananas. Instead of just repeating the words, picture this: a giant carton of milk wearing sunglasses, a chicken sitting on a mountain of eggs, a loaf of bread doing the wave, and a banana peeling itself while riding a skateboard. Sounds ridiculous, right? But that's the point. The more outlandish and memorable your visualizations, the more likely you are to remember them. So, unleash your inner artist, get those creative juices flowing, and watch as your memory transforms into a high-definition masterpiece. Our brains love bite-sized pieces of information. Trying to cram a whole pizza into your mouth at once is a recipe for disaster, right? The same goes for our memories. That's where chunking comes in. It's like taking that massive pizza and slicing it into manageable pieces. Instead of trying to memorize a long string of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, break it down into smaller chunks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. See? Much easier to digest. This technique works wonders for phone numbers, social security numbers, historical dates, and even long speeches. So, the next time you're faced with a mountain of information, don't panic. Just grab your mental pizza cutter, chunk it down to size, and you'll be surprised at how much easier it is to remember. Now let's talk about memory's secret weapon: mnemonic devices. These are powerful tools that help us encode information in a way that's easy to retrieve. One popular type is acronyms. Take the colors of the rainbow, for example. ROIGBV. Each letter represents a color: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Another handy mnemonic device is rhyming. Remember trying to learn the alphabet? A is for apple, B is for ball. Rhymes make information stickier. You can even create your own silly songs or stories to remember facts and figures. The key here is to find what works best for you. So, get creative, experiment with different mnemonic devices, and watch as your memory transforms into a well-organized filing cabinet. All right, we've covered some awesome memory techniques, but here's the secret sauce: repetition and active recall. Think of it like building muscle at the gym. You wouldn't expect to see results after just one workout, right? The same goes for your memory. Consistent practice is key. Repetition helps solidify information in your long-term memory. Review what you've learned regularly, and you'll be amazed at how much better you retain it. Active recall is like giving your memory a workout. Instead of passively rereading notes, try testing yourself with flashcards or summarizing information without looking. The act of actively retrieving information strengthens those neural pathways and makes it stick like glue. So, make repetition and active recall part of your daily routine and watch as your memory becomes an unstoppable force. That's it. 5 powerful techniques to supercharge your memory. We've covered the link method, visualization, chunking, mnemonic devices, and the dynamic duo of repetition and active recall. Remember, mastering these techniques takes time and practice, so be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. Now I want to hear from you. Which technique are you most excited to try? Share your thoughts and any other memory tips you have in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and subscribe for more brain-boosting content. Until next time, keep those minds sharp, and I'll see you in the next video.